Supplemental math videos from Circle Christian School.
Triangle congruency tips. Remember to follow the 5 geometry strategies. Draw a picture. Write the given and prove. Mark it up. Label. Make some geometry discoveries. What's happening inside there? And then plug in the algebra. Tip number 1. Draw and label for success. I suggest using red to mark all the given information congruencies. Use blue to mark all the hidden congruents. Then use 2 different colors of highlighters so that you can highlight the 2 triangles that you need to prove. What is needed to be proved here? Tip number 2. Here are the hidden clues. The hidden things come from either the drawing or maybe some sort of given. First thing that you should always look for is something that's reflexive, shared lines or maybe shared angles. Any midpoints. It says point M is the midpoint between here and there. Means that you have a congruent line on each side of the midpoint. Bisectors. Bisectors cut lines or angles in half equally. Vertical angles. Now, these won't be marked and they probably won't be in the given. But look for them from triangle to triangle, and you always kind of have this hidden angle that's congruent. And last, parallel lines. Parallel lines make those cool angles. 99.99% of the time, find the transversal, extend the lines, and use alternating interior angles. Tip number 3, pick a good roadmap to follow. SSS, SAS, ASA, AAS, and HL for when you have right triangles. Always check out the amount of congruent sides, whether they are given or hidden. Check out the amount of congruent angles. Look for the hook sides and angles. That with SAS, you have a side hooked to an angle and a side on the other side of the angle. That's what I mean by hook. Then what you do is you start eliminating. I have some angles, but I don't have 3 sides. Not going to do that. I don't have right triangles. Probably not going to do that. I have 2 angles on one side. I'll use maybe ASA. Depends on if we got a hook side in between the 2 angles. Or angle, angle, side. Because I have an angle, no side, a following angle, and then a hook side. Last, tip number 4, set a good proof. You've got your picture drawn, you got your given, you got your proof, you got your statement side, you got your reason side. Then you're going to pick that roadmap. What are you going to use? Put the letters along down the side of the proof here. For instance, if we were going to use side, angle, side, I would put an S, leave some space, an A, leave some space, and an S. So I would look for my first side, and whatever it may be, and you write it down, da 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 da, and then you circle it and say I have my first side. Sometimes there's a couple things that you have to write before that because the side had some hidden things. Next, you move to the angle that's hooked to it. And you write down the reason why the angle is hooked to it. And you circle it because it's congruent. And again, you might have to do some things. Maybe you have to add some angles together, do a little bit of substitution before you get there. And then you look for the third side. The second side here, the third thing. And again, you write it down, what's congruent. But you may have had to do some things to add some sides. Maybe you had to talk about the midpoint and it gave you some sides. Maybe you found something that's rather reflexive. But if nothing else, you should always have some givens going on, and you should have what you need to prove. And at the very bottom, you have arrived at your destination. Triangle, la 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 la, is congruent to triangle, la 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 la. And the reason will be what you have written down the side. Okay, try using some of these strategies. It will really help organize, help you look for individual things. Remember, you are looking for the forest through the trees. You have to find the small little bits that are within the big picture. All right, guys, have an awesome day.